Start casting this baby. And let's see here. All right, we're going to share this out. If you are here already, let me know. When people start commenting, it's really helpful. And then people jump in because they see that there's comments. So do not be shy. And I think I'm right on time for my founders chat. I'm usually fashionably late. So right on time, guys. Okay. Righty. Founders. Okay. Prime live sales. Okay. Get that shared out. If you just popped on, let me know. Let me know. Okay. I bet people you know what? People might be doing barbecues right now. I didn't even think about that. Friday might be barbecue day for 4th of July. So we might not have too many people popping on today. So let's see who jumps on. I can always go live and raid our first seller and kind of open up the train for tonight. So I'm going to see here. Okay, we're going to get that calendar open. Okay. Okay, cool. Hey, Jamie. I think it's just you and me, babe. It's a quiet founders chat, so I'm waiting for people to pop on. Hello. We're going to get our calendar open. And I was just commenting, I bet today will be slow because people are taking advantage of Friday as the 4th of July. And there's definitely fireworks tonight. My husband and I, we heard the fireworks last year and they were so loud. So we were joking that we're old people and we are going to sleep downstairs where we can't hear the fireworks. Okay, cool. I am checking out our schedule for the weekend. Okay, awesome. We're starting a little bit later tonight, which is totally fine. Our first seller is at 8:30, so I can always go live and raid LC2, our first seller, if we don't have too many people popping on. Oh, wait, I see 7 people. If you're here, let me know. I'm going to get started in a few minutes with just some reminders, and we can also talk about next week's trains and then a few things that are coming down the pipeline. So let us know that you're here. Awesome. Thank you, Tony from Facebook. Welcome on. You're watching the live stream on Facebook. We're actually streaming from vintagejewelryaddicts.com. There's probably a QR code on your video, and if you're watching on laptop, you can take your phone and scan that, and then it will take you to the website. So if anyone else is here, let me know. And that way we can, I can know if there's a few people here to get started. Oh, Jamie, thanks, Jamie. Jamie's tagging. I'm in my space, so you guys see my lovely ceiling. It is really unsightly. There's units in here that have lower ceilings, and the renters have hired people to actually like paint the ceilings and pretty them up. And I was looking in at another unit last week and like, oh, it's so nice and pretty. Mine looks like a warehouse. So cool. Well, I will just get started because I know that it takes some time for people to see that I am live, but we do have a jam-packed weekend, which is awesome. It looks like we have today. Yep, today we have 2 sellers. Tomorrow we have 3, and on Sunday we have 4. Most likely because today is the holiday, so we have 2 people selling live perhaps you'll be live shopping as you tune into some fireworks. That could be a real possibility for some of us. And tomorrow we will kick off at 7, but on Sunday we will kick off at 5:30. So I'll go through who's selling live for the weekend. I am going to share out our concert flyer and send that out via email. We also have a really great July calendar that Jamie of Flippin' Vintiques made. I want to go over that. In fact, let me bring that up so that you guys know where that is. The calendars are really helpful when they're designed by Jamie because you can visually see what is happening and you can refer back to it in case you forget a date of a train. So I will open that up here. Okay, here we go. Now I forget where I put it, Jamie. Maybe live sale announcements. Yes, I did. I put it there. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So guys, happy 4th. I know some of us might not be feeling as patriotic as we may have in prior years, not to get political, but the 4th of July still represents something really powerful, and that is the term freedom, whatever that means to you, to keep fighting for it. And here at Vintage Jewelry Addicts, we have the freedom to live sell, which is a little bit different than our natural born rights as humans, those freedoms, but to have this opportunity to live sell and to be wherever we are in the world and to sell to one another is a pathway to financial freedom. And so I am so grateful for it. And I want to honor that today and honor any of us that, want to choose how we want to honor this day and any holiday for that matter, because we can always define the holiday as it empowers us, right? So it is the 4th of July. And so again, happy 4th and whatever that means to you. Here at Vintage Jewelry Addicts, it's the right and the freedom to sell jewelry. So we do have Elsie who just popped on, which is perfect, kicking us off tonight, live from NYC at 8:30. Elsie, if you feel like going live earlier, we have no one scheduled before you if you're listening. So if you feel like hopping on at 7:45 or 8, I'm pretty busy today, so I'm not going to push to fill the 5:30 and 7 unless someone reaches out to Jamie or myself. Yes, peace. Peace is a freedom as well. Love that. So yeah, if you're just if you're feeling kind of sassy, if you're feeling kind of sassy and you want to go live early, go for it. Or you just want to chat and then sell, whatever. So, but Elsie she is scheduled for 8:30, guys. So the thrifting teacher will kick us off tonight, and she will raid the fantastic, let me bring up the calendar, Debbie of Gypsy Warrior at 10 p.m., who will sell until the cows come home or until the fireworks are done for you guys, especially if you guys are 3 hours behind. I think fireworks, generally speaking, start around 9 p.m. because it has to be pitch dark. It's like a 9 or 9:30 p.m. start time. So tomorrow we actually have an afternoon seller scheduled, and that is Noreen of Unique Around the Corner. She's going to sell starting at 3:30 EST, and knowing her, she'll probably sell until Jody. That's actually a pretty long live sale. She might not, but who knows? Sell until Jody kicks us off. Jody, the Vintage Vault, at 7 p.m., followed by David of Starbright Collections at 8:30, and Diana of Arctic Angels Treasures at 10 p.m. And then for the 6th, for July 6th, we have Melody of Melody Jones at 5:30. We have Jen of Hints of Violet at 7, Kristen of Keenly Kristen at 8:30, and Amy of South Jersey Mama Shop at 10 p.m. I want to give a shout out to Maria of Ladybug GTV and Jamie of Flippin' Vintiques, who sold, they had some crossover last night, right, Jamie? I tuned in for a minute. So they were selling side by side. And by side, I mean they're both selling at the same time. Love to see it. Definitely want to see more of us popping up whenever we feel like it throughout the week. We are going to introduce a morning train for anyone who wants to participate during the week. I thought through things, and I think I want to do it during the week instead of on a Saturday. So I'm going to be opening up that train probably next week and figuring out when we will kick that off first week of August. But I do want to help us, sell more throughout the week as we, chugga choo choo, get on board trains, but always feel like you can just pop on and go live. And I have seen some sellers do it recently and actually make a lot of sales because they're usually the only ones selling. So okay, so she pretty much jumped off then. Maria always does. It's great. She does these $1 starts. Everything is a $1 start. Every single live sale that she's done on Thursday is a $1 start. So I wish I could say bookmark those sales. I know, guys. I know there's no bookmarks. Trust me, frustrated as well. But mentally remember that Maria does $1 starts on Thursday. Okay, so we have two. Speaking of trains, I don't want to get too off topic here. We have 2 trains next week. And Elsie, I'll be chatting with you, but I know you're on it, so I don't even need to say this. But the Sarah Coventry train is on Wednesday, and the Sterling Silver train is on Tuesday. Our Sterling Silver train does have spots open at the 4, the 4:30, and that's the Sarah Coventry. The Sterling Silver train, okay, that's June. Sorry, guys, we have so many train signups here. July 8th. The Sterling Silver train. Oh, gosh, we filled it. Oh, look at that. Okay, wow. We only have 4 p.m. open for the Sterling Silver train. That's great. Janet Loves to Shop. She took the 4:30 slot. So we have 1 spot open. If you want to grab it, PM me, PM Jamie if you can't find it. But in the live sale train discussion chat, it is linked pretty recently. I linked it yesterday. Just put your name, put your username. Diana of Art of Angels Treasures, she's going to put out a concert flyer so that we can see everyone who's selling. And we will kick that off on Tuesday, July 8th, followed by the Sarah Coventry train. And Elsie of the Thrifting Teacher is heading that up. And it looks like, things have shifted around. So it's kicking off at 6:30 and it is full until 10. Whoa. We've got Jen of Hints of Violet, 6:30. Elsie's going to take the 7 o'clock slot of the Thrifting Teacher. Maria of Ladybug GTV, 7:30. Janet of Janet Loves to Shop, 8 p.m. Amy of South Jersey Mama Shop, 8:30. Jen of Jen's Vintage Wonderland. Yes, at 9 p.m. Kristen of Kingly Kristen at 9:30 and Debbie of Gypsy Warrior at 10. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different sellers offering up Sarah Coventry. Hi, Melody. How are you? How are you doing today? How are you doing today, my friend? Great job, Elsie. Great job. And you know what's been really funny is now that Sarah Coventry is on my mind, I keep finding it in my inventory. I'm like, oh, that's a Sarah Coventry. I don't have enough for a 30-minute slot, but what I'm curious about, Sarah Coventry is definitely, I think we had talked about this last live sale where I was saying is she still alive? Is the Sarah Coventry still alive? So I'd be curious what the history is of Sarah Coventry. So I can do a quick Google search and support promoting the train with just some general background information, or if you want to send me anything as well. Because I am not educated at all about the history of Sarah Coventry. Or how that brand started, what era it started, etc. Okay, so the name comes from the granddaughter's name. It was the first buy-at-home company. Oh, okay, Melody. Got it. It was the very first. So what, dating from the 40s or earlier? Because I'm assuming with plastics, it would have been 40s or 50s. 60s, there you go, 60s. Okay, not as old, 60s. That's so cool. Yeah, all good. It's definitely worth a AI, ChatGPT, Google search, just to see what comes up. I didn't take a photo of it. My friend owns a store, and I was at her store yesterday, and she had an Avon book, and it was all about the Avon makeup. And I meant to take a photo of it. It's for sale. I'm sure there's a Sarah Coventry book out there. But what was I going to say? Sarah Coventry never did makeup. They were just jewelry. It's so funny because now we sell the buy at home costume jewelry brands, but I don't allow it on the platform. Like I don't allow paparazzi. And there's another one that I bought. It was like two names. I want to say Alice, not Alice and Olivia, like Alice and something. But anyway, we don't allow those sales. But we're fine with the vintage sell at home companies. We're fine with the vintage, I guess, MLM, for lack of better words, companies. But we're not okay with the present day. Chloe and Isabel, you got it. I bought Chloe and Isabel. That was the height of like maximalist collar jewelry, where you would wear the necklace underneath the collar. It would be, yeah, I remember. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Elsie. Well, I bought it. It was nice stuff. It was not bad quality, actually. I want to say I bought it in 2015. 2015 is when I met a rep. I forget her name. I forget her name at the top of mind. Anyway, we haven't seen that come. I don't think I've seen someone sell it live. Yeah, I don't think I've seen anyone sell it live. Oh, she sold the company, so it no longer exists. Is that what happened? I mean, there was so much drama with some of those companies too later on. Like, what was the leggings company? We see it in the thrift store all the time. LuLaRoe. You have inventory that you want to sell. PM me. If the quality is there and we can both agree that it's worth selling, I just don't want crap sold, and I don't want anyone coming on and being like, oh, I sell this and you should join my team. That's really why like that role exists. Yes. LuLaRoe. Yeah. It could be like a special event, like help me keep this out of the landfill. Especially, because now it's like 10 years old, 12 years old. So, exactly. No MLM sellers. Not allowed. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I would say like it's a business that can work, but like all businesses, you have to have your own discretion. And a lot of the companies feed you so much motivation that I think you can lose sight of your own discretion. Not that that's the company's fault, but it can feed on people that don't have discretion. You know what I mean? So, because businesses, it requires money. It requires money and thoughtfulness and logic. And it's not for the faint of heart, for sure. So, even resale, right? How many times have we overbought, or we bought something that someone told us was valuable and we didn't do our own research? So it happens in all businesses. But okay, this was a great little chat, Elsie. I would definitely welcome that conversation. We can figure out how to market it. And Sarah Coventry, guys. Sarah Coventry, the first at-home, door-to-door jewelry salesperson company, honoring women's freedom to be employed, which is absolutely a freedom that we need to protect and cherish and fight for. And so that will be on Wednesday. And it looks like unless someone else decides to jump in, remember, it needs to be 100%. Thank you, David. It's a jumpsuit, David, actually. It's a jumpsuit. Oh, the no fee day. Great question. No. So July 16th, it's coming up, in 12 days. And Jamie will turn off your fees to Vintage Jewelry Addicts. Remember, we can't turn it off to District. And we can't turn off processing fees. And it will be for 24 hours. So our PST people, it kind of starts July 15th for you guys. And what was I going to say? You can sell as long as you want. There's no like limits because it's on a Tuesday. So if you want to do an 8-hour marathon, go for it. We do this quarterly, so our next one will be around September, give or take. And then anyone who wants to become a subscriber to take advantage, as long as you sign up by like July 15th, Jamie will see that you're a subscriber and she will turn off your fees to Vintage Jewelry Addicts and make it 0. So you're welcome. David. Yeah, I don't want to jump out of any planes. Oh, that's right. Jamie, thank you for that reminder. Let me make an announcement with that because I can also announce that we have one more spot for the Sterling train. So anyone here who's a new seller, I saw a bunch of people pop on recently, and I can't remember if anyone here is a new seller, but there's 2 things coming up this month. It's always monthly. The new seller spotlight, which is a train, no theme. You can sell whatever you have, 1-hour spots, and we promote you, we stream you, we talk about you. Hey, Bug, we welcome you. If you feel like you need to have it together, you don't have to have it together. We'd rather you show up and jump into the deep end off the high dive, and we can help you out. And so we have Christina. Shout out to Christina of Christina Jean Co. or Jeannie Co. She has the 8 p.m. slot. Thursday, July 10th is our new seller spotlight. And so if you've never sold with us before, even if you signed up as a live seller like 3 months ago, but you've never sold with us, or maybe you've never participated in a new live seller spotlight, you're welcome to sign up. There is a Calendly link. Jamie will get you started, and Jamie will also give you a link if you're a new seller. Anyone who applies to become a new seller will get a link to sign up for my Zoom training on July 17th, which is a Thursday at 8 p.m., which is a new seller onboarding session. It's 1 hour. I pack a ton in. I really keep it to an hour. Sometimes I'm a chatty Cathy, but I've got this down. I don't want to take up any more of your time. If you sign up, you get the replay. You can ask questions at the end, and I will answer anything. And that seems to be really beneficial because, of course, some marketplaces are different than others, so you can kind of learn that, or you can learn the ins and outs of Vintage Jewelry Addicts, and also just be encouraged to participate, because what I see and what I know Jamie sees, from sellers and her own live selling is the more consistent you are, the more involved you become, the more successful you become. So good to inform our new sellers how to participate. So that is July 17th, guys. If you are a new seller and you want to jump in on that Zoom, I'll share that out today as well. So you guys will get a couple of links. You can sign up for the new seller spotlight, and you can sign up for the new seller onboarding Zoom. New seller spotlight, July 10th, and then a week later, July 17th, is that Zoom call. And that leads me to something else, which I'm really excited about. So starting next week, and I haven't chosen the day, you guys are going to see me more. You don't have to pop on. But we are going to begin hosting a bi-weekly, so not every week, but bi-weekly buyer welcome founders chat. So what this means is that at a designated time, on a designated day, every 2 weeks, unless I have something going on, I might have to change the day or the time. We are going to, or I am going to go live right here in District, and we're going to tag anyone who joined District within the last 10 days or so, or 2 weeks, and basically talk to them about how to shop District, how to shop our live sales, what to do if your credit card is declined, what to do if you get something and it's not the right item, what to do if something breaks in shipping, what to do if you're a buyer and you want to become a seller, how to search the marketplace, how they can look for Sarah Coventry, how they can go on the homepage and see our featured subscriber sellers, how they can make requests in the chats, how they can refer people to Vintage Jewelry Addicts, and just really begin to focus on the buyers. The last year, the mission was to focus on the sellers, and we're not taking away any focus from the sellers, but now we're adding on the focus with the buyers. So in the coming months, we're also going to do a special buyers giveaway and just more initiatives for the buyers to become more involved. And I say buyers, basically individuals that like, they don't really want to sell, you know, they're here to shop, or they're new and they're just not really sure where to start. And maybe they want to start as a buyer and then eventually become a seller. And so that would be something that if you have a new buyer and you feel like letting them know, like, hey, Sammy does this thing, it's once a week, or I'm sorry, it's bi-weekly. If you see her live, if you see, you know, it's a buyer's welcome or buyer's onboarding, founders chat, go check it out. And one of the other reasons that this is going to be really important, we do get an average of about 5 to 10 people joining every day. Sometimes it's 3 people, sometimes it's 10 people, sometimes it's 8 people, but we are growing each and every day. We want to increase that and hit about 500 a month. That would be my goal moving forward, because that's going to get us to 10,000 this time next year. It will actually get us past 10,000. No, actually it won't. 5 times 12 is 6,000. Yeah. So it will get us slightly past 10,000. So 11,000. Let's just say 11,000 if we have 500 people join every month. And how we're going to attempt to do that is with Facebook ads and Instagram ads. We've already started Facebook ads. Instagram ads are a little bit different. And so people will be coming into the community and they just might not even know where to start, which I can't change the infrastructure of the website. You know, I don't have that power. The only power I have is tagging and communication. So if anyone here is a new buyer, please feel free to look for that next week, or, you know, don't hesitate sending us messages. I've actually received messages from buyers from other communities, as strange as that sounds, about issues. And I've had to tell them to message the other community because that wasn't our seller in our community. But that did show me that buyers, I think they want to see that there is a direct communication to them. And they are the most important part of this business. So I'm excited about that. I hope you guys are excited about that. And of course, you don't have to tune in, but if you can tag, that would be amazing. And then let's see here. I think that's all I really wanted to talk about, beyond just the fact that I will be introducing a morning train. And the morning train isn't going to have a theme. The theme is just going to be, it's in the morning. We did this last year and it was around this time. And, you know, we were so small. We were like half the size. So it was okay. But now I feel like it could be something really powerful and a really fun way to have activity in the morning versus at night or in the later afternoon. So be on the lookout for that. And of course, if anyone here wants to host a train and has an idea and has a vision, please reach out. I definitely don't want you to feel alone. I'm here to support by promoting. Elsie's done an amazing job and she's taken on a lot, but we are looking for other people who may want to organize trains and, you know, be the, brains behind the brains behind the gold of the train. So reach out. You don't have to do it next month. It can just be an idea you have. You could even, you know, do it later in the year. But that way we can, you know, start to have that conversation. So I think that's it, guys. Our first seller is Elsie at 8:30. I want all of y'all to tune in and drop her a fireworks emoji, okay? And share what freedom you are personally celebrating today. The freedom that relates to you and where you're at in your life. And 4th of July can mean so many different things to all of us. So again, I wish you a happy and healthy and safe holiday and Friday and July in general. I will see you guys live next week. The earliest will probably be Monday night to talk about the Sterling train and to promote that. And again, I'm going to literally right now share out that new seller spotlight train link, the new seller onboarding Zoom, And then also make a note that we have one more spot open for the Sterling train if anyone is interested. So look for that announcement. Okay, guys. I'm going to get back to organizing for my market tomorrow. If you guys are in the Baltimore area, I've only met like one person in the Baltimore area within Vintage Jewelry Addicts. But if anyone, actually, you can't really see, but if you look back, you can see some of the chaos. Yeah, I'm starting to, actually, you really can't see it. Is it over here? Yeah, it's over here. I'm starting to stage everything. So what I do is I stage everything for the market. And then I put it in bags, and then I put it in my car. So it's a very long day. All right, guys. Elsie, I don't know if you're here. I'll see you tonight at 8:30. Thank you in advance to all of our sellers. And may you sell, sell, sell. All right. Bye, guys. Bye.